Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. We are now on the 10th of August. We've seemed to have had a lot of episodes, but not a lot has really happened in terms of time passing. We are going to be up against Arda and AZ Alkmaar today. We've played 2 matches in between episodes, 2 matches which we won comfortably in both of them, and one of them was against AZ Alkmaar. We started off away from home against Lokomotiv Plovdiv in the Plovdiv derby, and it was a 2-0 victory here. Christian Dobrev, the young striker, getting both the goals. And then, against AZ Alkmaar at our training ground, it's not our training ground, at somebody else's stadium, we destroyed them 3-0. Antonio Vutov with 2 goals, Lashizar Baltanov also with a goal. I will say that we destroyed them because we destroyed them. 14 shots, 10 on target, 65% possession. Look at those match ratings. We battered them, and I don't understand how we've managed to do this, because when I looked at AZ Alkmaar's team, they were amazing, but no one seemed to perform very well. Along with the matches that we have played, we've also made another signing on loan from Lech Poznan. It is 23-year-old Polish central defender Paweł Boschniewicz. I don't know. Powell's here. First up in today's episode, we'll be up against the team currently occupying second place in the table. They are joint on points with us. However, they've conceded twice. We've only conceded once, which means we go ahead of them at the moment in the table. They are newly promoted, so they probably shouldn't be doing as well as they are. And apparently, we must have played them last season maybe, which Arda actually won. So I assume that was a cup game, because like I said, they are newly promoted. The starting lineup we are going to go for then is going to be, in goal is going to be Daniel Kaiser. The back 4 will be Thomas Sivka. I believe that's how it's pronounced, or Sivka, with like a T, an S, an F. None of those letters are obviously in his name, but it's pronounced something along those lines. Radoslav Terziev and Dimitar Pergov are going to be the 2 central defenders, with Zemyarski as that left back. The central midfielders will be Kotev and Baltanov, with Klups, Nedelev and Vutov as the attacking midfielders, and Christian Dobrev, our current top scorer, will be leading the line. Fododora has returned from his injury, but he's going to sit on the bench because basically Dobrev has scored 4 goals this season, which is ridiculous for me playing a Football Manager game in 2019 to actually score goals from our striker. This is the first time you get to see our training ground in-game. And you can see there's one stadium, one stand just on this side. We've got a building, we've got a car park, and I believe, there you go, we've just got a big piece of concrete down the other end of the pitch. It is probably too early to say that this is a title decider, but this is the 2 teams who are currently sat top of the table, so let's call it a title decider, shall we? On episode 4. Early highlight as well. Vutov gets tackled, and it looks like it's going to be a straight red card. Belhamur, possibly, has been sent off. Corner comes in, and it's headed just wide. So, early on, there's been a red card for Arda, a chance on goal for us, but it is still 0-0 currently. Kotev to Nedelev, 18.5 minutes on the clock. Sivka on that right-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? He stops, plays it a bit behind everyone. Baltanov finds Zemyarski in the area. He tries to cross it and does a very bad job of it. Krumov has gone through Zemyarski, and it's going to be a penalty. I'm not sure who's stepping up. It has to be Nedelev, surely. It's number 8, whoever it is. It is Todor Nedelev, and Nedelev puts it into the bottom corner. We are 1-0 up against Arda. We are top of the table, 12 points from a possible 12 so far if it stays this way. I'm enjoying playing in Bulgaria. We seem to be doing really well. Last season, obviously, Botev Plovdiv finished, I think, 4th in the table. If we can win the league at our first attempt, that's going to be very impressive. 38 minutes now on the clock. Vutov collects the ball, crosses in. Nedelev is there. Dobrev is there. It's a good save. Klups is there. What a save once again. Dobrev still has the ball. It is cleared. We should have scored then. There were 2 or 3 good chances in that little flurry of activity, but the ball did not hit the back of the net. Baltanov back to Zemyarski, the player who did win the penalty, comes inside, across to Kotev, loads of space for Kotev, he goes for goal, and Lashizar Kotev makes it 2-0, smashes it into the back of the net. We are 2-0 up against second place Arda, and we are running away with it now. Half time then, it is 2-0, they've had 1 shot and 1 player sent off. We have been all over them. I still get annoyed, we've had 12 shots, we've only scored twice. I want to score more goals than 2, please. No changes at half-time. I am looking at bringing off Klups off that right-hand side because he's not doing particularly well. Nedelev obviously can just shift over onto that right-hand side. Maybe we can play one of the Shopov brothers. Nedelev with a free kick early on, and Nedelev has made it 3-0 on 55 minutes. We are running away with this. This is the first match, actually, on camera, where we've actually been really good. So I'm kind of glad that we're just destroying a team on camera now. Nedelev is now on a hat-trick. Klutz has gone up to a 6.8. I mean, we're still going to take you off. We're going to bring on Stanislav Shopov, the youngster Stanislav Shopov, who I still can't believe he's only 17 years old. He is absolutely ridiculous for this level of football for a 17-year-old. I might bring off Dobrev as well for Fodor. That's probably all we're going to do up until maybe the 80th minute, where we might do a time-wasting sub. Free kick for Nedelev in towards the goal, and it is 4-0. It is Stanislav Shopov, the baby of the team, making it 4-0, his third of the season. This is the team who are currently second place in the table, and we are battering them. That looked like it came off his shoulder. Corner for Nedelev, 78 minutes on the clock. It's cleared, not very well. Baltanov has made it 5. This is a destruction of Arda now. I'm actually running out of synonyms for destroying a football team. Like, what else can we say? Battered. There's a few words which we probably can't say on YouTube. Nedelev with a free kick. Is he going to make it 6? He's not. Shopov doesn't get there either. It's going to be a corner. We are deep into, or not into injury time just yet, but deep into the match. Nedelev's corner. Terziev's there. Terziev's effort is just over the bar. It is going to end 5-0. 28 shots. 12 on target, 5 goals. Arda have had, one shot, was it? Patrick with the ball. They might get something from the end of this here. Across to their right-hand side player, Krumov, who doesn't manage to get the cross in. We've got 30 seconds. Shopov's nicked the ball away. Is it going to be 6? Shopov forward to nobody. He tried to play out to Fodor, who just was not paying attention. So it looks like it's going to be a 5-0 victory, and it's a very good 5-0 victory at that. Either we are the best football team in the world, or Arda overperformed in their first, 3 matches of the season. I'm thinking probably little column A, little column B. And after just 4 games, we are already 3 points clear of Arda now in second place. We are 4 points clear of the rest of the chasing pack, really. Slavia Sofia and Ludogorets. We are 5 points clear of CSK Sofia and Levski. We're running away with this league, aren't we? We are running away with it. We'll have this wrapped up by December. Oh, I see how it is, my under-19s team. You see the first team win 5-0 and you think we can do better than that, and then you bloody win 6-0. Now, I am hoping that we can continue our great start to the season away from home against AZ Alkmaar. We did destroy them in the first leg, 3-0. So, as long as we score a goal and don't concede 5, we are through. That is all we need to do, score 1 goal, and in theory, it's going to be very difficult for AZ Alkmaar to knock us out of this competition. The starting lineup for this match then is going to be Kaiser in goal. Jonathan, Terziev, Pergov and Lazar Marin returns to the first team with Botev and Baltanov in the middle. As always, Nedelev has shifted back over to be that right-sided midfielder with Stanislav Shopov coming off the bench this time to start this game after he did score in the last one. Antonio Vutov also will keep his place as that left-hand midfielder, and Christian Dobrev will be the striker. I think one problem we do have with this is the tactical familiarity for a lot of these attacking players. I think if I was to put Indora in there, he doesn't know either. So, it will be nice if particularly Nedelev gets used to his position and his role and things like that, because right now, he is our best player. He's doing a really good job, but imagine if he was doing a better job. We'd be winning games 8 or 9-0. If we get through this match against AZ Alkmaar, we will go through to, I believe, the final set of Europa League qualifiers. If we go through that, I'm not going to lie, that is going to be a ridiculously good achievement, but it means we're then going to have proper European football in our first season, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting us to maybe get knocked out, particularly against a team like AZ Alkmaar. That's a team that should be beating us. 3.5 minutes on the clock, and we have the first highlight, and it is AZ with the ball, but they are deep in their own half. Till across to St. Jens, plays it forward, finds Svensson on that right-hand side, who can chest it down wonderfully, crosses in, it's a deep cross, Window crosses in, Pergov heads clear, but it's not far enough, and the effort is just over the bar from the AZ Alkmaar midfielder. We are going to see the goal kick, Kaiser to Pergov. Going to have to play it back to the keeper, who can smash it up towards the halfway line, but it wasn't a good enough kick. Till tries his second attempt, finds his man. Svensson on that right-hand side, crosses in, this time is Till, and Till's effort is just wide of the post. AZ Alkmaar starting this game hot. Corner for Todor Nedelev, though for us, Pergov is there. His effort is just over the bar. It's an interesting game. We're not even 10 minutes in. We've already had 3 highlights. Bizzo with the goal kick for Alkmaar. Towards Johnson, heads down to Svensson, who doesn't quite get tackled by our left midfielder. I guess it would be Vutov. Widens to St. Jens, I don't know how to say his name. Winchdow on that side. He gets tackled by Jonathan but keeps hold of the ball. Winchdow once again. Where is he going to go? He crosses in early. Johnson is there, and Bjorn Johnson, I guess because he's a Bjorn, he's probably a Johnson. It is 1-0 to AZ Alkmaar. I would like a goal. I really want a goal because they are starting so much better than us right now. Throw on for AZ, but intercepted by Todor Nedelev. He gets tackled. Dobrev steals the ball away, though. Dobrev goes for goal. It's a very nonchalant save from the goalkeeper, but we do get a corner. 28 minutes on the clock. Todor Nedelev takes it towards the penalty spot, and Terziev is there, but Bizo can easily claim the ball. We've had a lot of shots. I don't know where these shots have come from. We've had a lot of shots, but we are still 1-0 down. Throw on to AZ, this time on that right-hand side. Matt Svensson forward to Jonsson. Back to Svensson. He's got a little bit of pressure, has to go backwards to his right back. He's probably going to play it backwards. No, he's not. St. Jens forward to Jonsson. Once again, the goal scorer all the way across now to Window on that left-hand side. Crosses in. It's all the way across to Svensson, and that is a great finish by Frederick Midstow, or something. Midstow, sure. It's 2-0 on the night to AZ Alkmaar. 3-2 currently. We need that goal. We really need that goal. Half time then, and we are playing against a very different AZ Alkmaar team than what we played against in the last match, because the last match they were shocking. I'm going to give you an assertive. I'm not happy. I'm going to get the assistant to do his bit. We are going to stick with what we have at the moment. There's lots of 6.5s there though, which is a bit of a concern. Well, the second half has started fairly slowly. It's the 64th minute, and we have our first highlight. Vutov can steal the ball away from AZ Alkmaar. Vutov plays it forward. Dobrev has acres of space. He has to put it in, and he's put that into Belgium, I believe. We've got a corner. He didn't put it into Belgium. Nedelev steps up to take it. Terziev is there. Can't get the ball. Stanislav Shopov is going to get there first for us. Across to Baltanov. Forward to Kotev. He's going to have to go backwards to Terziev. And that is going to end the highlight. We are getting very close to scoring. We've had a lot of chances, 12 and 5 on target. Still haven't managed to put the ball in the back of the net just yet. We've got 10 minutes to play. Let's do some subs, I guess, because we haven't done that yet. Shopov off for Shopov. We'll just swap the Shopovs, it's fine. No one will actually notice. Terziev, we don't do Terziev for Thomas Sivka. What do we do here? Why are you so angry? Oh, Baltanov off for Danchev. We'll just do that at the moment. If we concede another goal in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to go into panic mode. 2 minutes of injury time to play. We've had no highlights. 8 seconds left. As long as they don't score from this, we are going to be going through. And somehow, we have managed to get past AZ Alkmaar in the Europa League, despite the fact that we got battered. I say battered, we didn't. We lost 2-0. They had 2 shots on target and both of them went in. We were arguably the better side here, weren't we? Just didn't really take our chances. We're in to the next leg of the Europa League qualifiers. I don't know who it's going to be against. My guess is someone like Chelsea. So we've won in the Europa Cup best placed third qualifying round. Does that put us into another qualifying round? That's all I want to know. Yes, there's a 4th qualifying round. Draw takes place tomorrow. Okay, we will be back the other side of this little fade, and I guess we'll be up against one of these 13 teams. They're all pretty big. I take Molde, Hapoel Beersheva, maybe Bursaspor, Trabzonspor, Heerenveen. Some big old teams there. It's going to be Chelsea, isn't it? Right, here we go then. The draw. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just going to click next until either we turn up or our opponents turn up. So, Botev, Plovdiv are at home. Right, we are going to be playing maybe Bursaspor or Feyenoord. That's what I expect. It's Bursaspor. Okay. We are up against Bursaspor. That is a team that, again, I think we might be able to beat. They've got a player worth £5 million. He is their goalkeeper. He's definitely good. He's good at football. Stephanie Badji is also very good at football. He's wanted by Galatasaray, so maybe he might be gone by the time he joins us. They look very good defensively in terms of, I'm just sorting by value here. Their attacking players aren't amazing. I mean, he's not awful, but he's also not amazing. So, next episode then. Again, it's not going to be very far. It's going to be CSKA Sofia and Bursaspor, the second leg. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019 with Botev Plovdiv. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll be back next time for CSKA Sofia and Bursaspor. And maybe if we beat Bursaspor, we might actually be in the proper Europa League at this point.